Everybody wants to know what the market's going to look like in 2024. Spoiler alert, market's going up. Hi, my name is Scott Reynolds, and I'm the team leader of the Reynolds team here in Vero Beach with Compass. And I'm very excited to report the first 2024 market report. Let's get started with my market predictions this year. What is our opinion of price increases and market stability? It's going to be between 3 and 6% this year. And then what about inventory? Is the inventory going to go down or up? Everything I see is we're predicting about 10 to 20% increase in inventory. Lower rates, we're expecting lower interest rates somewhere by the mid-year. And that will in turn generate more interest, but it will also drum up more inventory. Some sellers who have a mortgage that's 3.5% or below 4%, when it gets to the lower fives, they'll give up that extra percent to change homes. That's what's been keeping the inventory, in my opinion, a little bit artificially low, is because people are not wanting to give up the interest rates or jump into the market with much higher values than 3, 4, 5 years ago. So that is my market prediction based on all the data that I get an opportunity to look at. So now let's look at the data. And I'm going to start with the barrier island and then going to go, let's call it chapter 2 for condos, and the first chapter about single family homes, putting it all in one video. So let's just jump right into it. For the single family homes on the barrier island, there was 169 homes, which is 24% up from the same time last year. And on pending sales, we are up 25. We closed or went under contract for 25 homes, which is 108% from the same time last year. And then solds was at 19, and that's up 26% from the same time last year. And so what I wanted to kind of just draw out a little bit was just the inventory is drawing up, so that is also creating more sales opportunities. Buyers have more to choose from, so not everything's flying off the shelf, but we're definitely seeing more activity than the same time. Days on market is at 112 days, and that is a 14% increase from the same time last year. And the listing price to sale price ratio, and that's the original list price, that is at 92% of the original asking price. And that's up 4.5% from the same time. I feel like I'm saying the same time last year a lot. So anyway, so of the 19 homes that did close in the month of December, this number is a little lower because of the median value was at $870,000. And then I had to take a deep look at why is the value down almost $400,000 than the previous year. And it just happened to be weighted with 12 of the sales were underneath $1 million, which when you're doing median or averaging, that brings down the average price. So 12 of the homes were under $1 million. So that was the effect of it. The previous month, it was at 1.3. And I've already looked at the pending sales that are already for the month of January. And so far, it's right around 1.5, 1.8 already. So that was a bit of an anomaly. I just wanted to point that out. On months of inventory based on pending sales, we're at 6 months of inventory. And typically, anytime you're dealing with supply and demand, anything more than 6 months of inventory, you start tiptoeing into a buyer's market. And so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. That was for December data. So I'm really interested to see what January and February. What I'm already seeing on the initial showings and activity is we're seeing a lot more activity. The switch is definitely on for this year. So that kind of covers the single family homes. Moving into condos, I wanted to split this out because I'm seeing some shifting in the condo market, and I didn't want the numbers to get polluted or lost in the single family homes. So for condos, we're at 131 condos that are on the market, which is up 98% from the same time last year. And pending sales is up are at 14 sales, which is down 6%. And then solds are at 16, which is up over 200% because December of last year was really quiet, unseasonably quiet. So, but the big thing that jumped out at me was starting in August, we were at 87 homes and we have moved just in 5 short months up to 131 condos. So that's a 95% increase. And for the most part, the pending sales and the closed sales have stayed the same, which is going to create some additional days on market, and it's also going to create some suppression on pricing. Condos is the biggest one that I've seen the biggest price adjustments in the marketplace. And the question may come out, why are condos not selling as quickly or getting so many are coming on the market is really what it is. And the reason for it is a lot of the sellers that have bought, some of these sellers may have owned it for 10 years or 8 years and may be going through their natural changes of like, we don't want to own a condo anymore. But the biggest thing that I'm hearing from new sellers that are coming on the market is concerns with assessments, and honestly, insurance has just got expensive all around, which ties into the condo fees. So sometimes you'll hear about the condo fees. And a lot of the condos are doing the responsible things and building reserves and everything. And when they build reserves, they have to assess everybody to create those reserves. That way that when things need to get maintained, they're able to get maintained. So those are the biggest things, but we do have the natural, people are just wanting to change their lifestyle, wanting to sell, but it's being, the additional homes or condos are being by those, the HOA fees and insurance. So that was the biggest thing and that's why I wanted to separate these out a little bit. The average price per square foot was at $504, which is really the same as it was last year. So there wasn't an increase there. And then the days on market's at 124 days. And that's a 63% increase from the same time last year. And the list price, the original list price to sell price ratio is at 86%, which is down 8%. So, and then on the median sales price, it was at 688. And then months of inventory, this is the one where we're seeing more days on market, creates more months of inventory. And that was at 9.4 months of inventory based on the pending sales. So that's kind of an overview of the condo market. If you're a buyer in the marketplace for a condo, what's nice about it is you're probably going to come into the situation where the assessments won't be crazy and the HOA fees you'll already know, and the association will be stabilized. And so you'll be able to, and the other advantages, you'll be able to have a few units to pick from, and so that sometimes creates a buyer opportunity. If you have any questions or you would like to talk particularly about your home, your condo, or your single family home, and you're making plans for this year and putting your home on the market, reach out to me. All my information is below, and I'd love to try to help you out. Thank you so much. Bye. Spoiler alert. That's it.